The capital of Paraná, Curitiba, is home to 3.5 million Portuguese-speaking people and is the 7th largest city in Brazil. Christian missionaries from the United States have been sharing God's love in Curitiba for almost 100 years. In August of 2009, Barton joined ranks with these missionaries by sending a team of 27 youth, college students, and adults to share God's love in Curitiba. The Vila Sandra Baptist Church is a new startup congregation in one of the lowest income areas in Curitiba. The worshipers here meet in a circus tent large enough for 300 people. The pastor and deacons at Vila Sandra share a vision of first beautifying the church grounds and facilities to create a safe and fun gathering place in a broken and poor neighborhood. Our group joined with their vision to help develop a community center for local people to gather, worship, and rejoice in the love of God.
The greatest thing that was very rewarding for us is that of all the preparations we made, when we got there, it was our circumstances and the people around us that really defined what our week was like. Much we had prepared for didn't go exactly as we had planned. So when we got there, we had to be flexible. We had to adapt, and we had to learn their culture and the things that were meaningful to them. And I think when you leave yourself behind and you're willing to take the openness of Christ to wherever you're going, then what we get back is equally valuable as what we give to them. Missions isn't just about giving or taking, it's about an exchange of ideas and an exchange of faith. And it's about discovering that Christ's world is a lot bigger than we imagined it was before.
Early in the mornings, Barton High School and college students dug trenches for an irrigation system, while others walked door to door inviting locals to the evening worship services and praying with families in their homes. When the trenches had been dug, group members took turns sodding the entire church property and hauling loads of sand as foundation for a large brick patio. The end result of the week was laying the final brick on the fellowship patio of the church's front lawn. In the afternoons, our group led Bible studies and games with neighborhood children and stressed the importance of sharing God's love through friendship and fun. Many group members brought along medical supplies, such as Band-Aids, gauze, children's cold medicine, and crutches. Our hearts were warmed when a 6-year-old boy with a broken leg was able to use one of our walkers to stand and play with other neighborhood children.
Luckily, we had brought a child-sized walker, and the first day we were there, him and his grandmother came by and we gave him the little walker, and for the rest of the week we were able to give him we could see him walking around with the walker, and it was really sweet.
In the evenings, 8 Barton folks led music and worship for the Vila Sandra Church. One challenge of this ministry was planning worship with non-English speaking persons. Through translators, daily practice, and a lot of prayer, our music team joined with the Vila Sandra Praise Band to lead both English and non-English speaking singers in heartfelt worship. The Barton team also preached and led Bible dramas in each service of worship.
The services at night, they were really special, I thought. People would come in from the community at the end where several folks stepped up and accepted Christ.
On our final evening, the Barton group hosted an American-style cookout for the neighborhood folks. There were well over 100 people attending. That evening, the group shared God's love through homegrown food. Using a barbecue grill made from cinder blocks, we ate hamburgers, macaroni and cheese, rice and beans, and even grits brought all the way from North Carolina.
And for a lot of these folks, it was the first time they had had an American cookout. And so it was a great experience to exchange our cultures. And the Brazilians are wonderful eaters and wonderful preparers of food. And so it was not only a spiritual exchange, but a culinary one. And it was one that I think was the final bonding between us that let us realize that, you know what, we're different, but we have a lot in common.
All in all, God blessed the Brazil mission team greatly with beautiful weather, many new friendships, and the opportunity to minister with hurting and, in many cases, hopeless people. Thanks be to God for a wonderful mission experience in Curitiba, Brazil.